I want to see Kendrick Lamar and goddamn j.cole go full 100% at each other.
Real FERM. He's the realest.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Real FERM podcast. We are in an interesting location. If you're just listening, I recommend taking a look at the Real FERM podcast YouTube channel. Me and rockstarliiife, one word, three eyes, are in the back of my car for the first test of the podcast mobile setup. How do you feel back here?
Normally, anytime I'm in the backseat of a car with another person, we're doing some extracurricular activities. Does this count as extracurricular activities because we have our clothes on?
A little bit. It's definitely not a normal thing you do in the car, so that's good.
You know, it's not. This would be fun on the road, honestly.
Yeah, roadcast. Ideally, the sound was supposed to be better. We're supposed to have my of course, I forgot some cables, but it's a test run, and we're here, and we're queer. Get used to it.
It's a test run in a Tesla, and I'm not queer, but he might be. You never know.
We're all weird queers,
but
not homosexuals.
Exactly, we're happy.
Happy.
So we're just
Feeling
gay.
glad. I got sunshine all over my face, and that's why it's fried.
If you're on YouTube right now, FERM, will you look this way towards me?
Oh yeah, the patch.
Yeah. So when it first happened, I thought it looked like the statues on Easter Island.
Yeah.
And now it just looks like the thing on Benjamin Franklin.
But the actual, so I woke, at first I thought it was like, oh, regular shitty sunburn, whatever, it's happened before. And then I woke up in the at 4 a.m, and there's like drip. I'm like, what, is my face bleeding? And then I was like, red left, I'm like, oh, it's not blood, it must be sweating for some reason. And then and it just kept happening. And then I looked in the mirror when I got up, and like pus is just oozing out of my nose and out of my forehead. So I'm like, what the fuck? And then I read online, they're like, oh yeah, that could mean it's infected, or it's a bad sunburn. Don't just let it clot up and become a blister. Now you've experienced that with your full sun poisoning.
Yeah.
All over your body.
Full disclaimer, I did not know sun poisoning was a thing. I never heard of sun poisoning. And then even when people would say sun poisoning in passing, I would just think, sunburn. No. No. It is a real FERM thing.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Like, my whole entire body was fully, like, almost 2nd-degree burns. They say that when the pus happens, it's a 3rd-degree burn.
Oh.
Fun fact.
I mean,
I only know that
like
because I
burn.
spilled hot coffee all over my groin. Not my penis, but just the groin area. It blistered all up, and they're like, oh, it's 3rd-degree burns. So when I had sun poisoning, I was shaking, I had to throw up, I was so lethargic, so weak, I couldn't move. Like, I would be like trying to grab something, like say I'm trying to grab FERM's shirt.
I would have went to the hospital if I were you.
Well, the thing about living in America...
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just saying, I would be so afraid. I'd be like, Mom, take me to the hospital. I don't know what's happening.
Yep, I can't afford to go to the hospital. So if I die, I die. It is what it is. We live in America. What can we do?
You survived. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sometimes all you need is a little bit of Tylenol and some rest. That's all you need.
Yeah. Luckily, it doesn't hurt that much. It is a little pain, but, I get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so what's happening in the world of... so I talked... last time I did a solo episode, I briefly touched upon the release of the what is it called? Let Go or Let It Go or something by Future, Kendrick Lamar, and Metro Boomin.
Oh, We Don't Trust You.
No, that's the album, but they released a single.
I think it's called Like That.
Oh, Like That. Yeah, I mixed it up. You're correct. Like That.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And then
Yep.
what do you...
Don't worry about it.
He's trying to distract me. Yeah, I didn't listen to it on the podcast, but I listened to it, and I was like, this doesn't even, did nothing for me. Like, didn't even sound that great to me. Didn't sound like special. But I guess it's just more for the point of dissing.
Yeah. So basically, in that song, he was basically referencing a whole bunch of Drake stuff and as well as J. Cole. So Kendrick went after J. Cole and Drake all in one bout on one verse. Boom! It was crazy. He said, you know, he's doing a lot of dog references, and a lot of the dog references was because he did Drake did a album called For All the Dogs. So whenever he would like mention a dog, he was like basically doing that. He'd say, "All your dogs getting buried. This is a K with all the nines. It's gonna be Pet Cemetery." And all that jazz. And one of the things J. Cole says was like, everybody arguing over who the hardest MC is. It K. Dot, is it Aubrey or me? We the big three, like we started the league. And what Kendrick said was,
I'm the big three.
Yeah, fuck the big three. It's just the big me.
The big me, yeah. I thought that was cool.
And so I listened to J. Cole's backing of it. Like,
so he did it recently. He released, since I talked about it, I think you said he released a response?
He released an album. And on the album, by the way, Jermaine Cole.
Jermaine. That's his first, that's what J
Jermaine
stands for?
Yeah, Jermaine.
Jermaine.
I can't do it. But if you know the joke, you know the joke. Jermaine Cole dropped. J. Cole dropped. And first of all, the album was pretty nice. I only got to listen to it halfway because due to being busy and everything like that. But I'm excited to finish listening of it. Of course, I had to listen to the last song, which is, the 7-minute drill, which is the response.
Oh, is it drill? A drill song?
Kind of not. No.
You just mean like drilling into him?
Yeah, he's basically just drilling into him. And he only had maybe, for a song that's, I think it's 5 minutes long. If I'm not mistaken, I don't know. I don't have it in front of me. So don't quote me on this, please. Oh. But don't quote me on it. But basically, he maybe had like 8 to 10 bars strictly dedicated towards Kendrick. And it was basically him going after the albums and how Kendrick doesn't drop. And, it was all right, but it was more like a playful. Like how I did it, well, how I heard it was like, hey, go after me one more time, see what the fuck is going to happen. It was like more of like a warning shot.
Okay.
And I was excited for that because I wanted to hear all these boys going at it. I'm here for it. I'm here for the battle rap. I really am. And something happened yesterday.
Wait, hold on. Oh, because I have questions about this.
Yeah, go ahead. So,
is Future also like do they have a beef? Is it mainly just Kendrick and J. Cole that have the beef, or because Future and Metro Boomin seem to be in the same?
Yeah,
seem to be backing Kendrick.
Yeah, so Metro Boomin's tag is if Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. Said by Future, and Metro doesn't trust Drake.
Okay, so they're just backing. They're backing Kendrick, but Kendrick's the main opponent versus J. Cole.
Yeah, because Kendrick's one of the big dogs.
And then Drake is kind of backing J. Cole.
No, Drake is the main target. J. Cole is just the one.
Oh, Drake is the main target against Kendrick.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And J. Cole's backing Drake.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, Kendrick did go after both of them.
Yeah, right.
So because Kendrick went after both of them, like imagine how good the song would have been if it was Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick, which is what I imagine.
On the same track.
On the same track.
How would they even? Is that a thought? Like, do people do diss tracks within the same?
No,
track? That would be wild.
I think it'd be awesome if they did like a little EP where it was just a bunch of like songs of them just going at each other and stuff like that. Get it out your system.
But then they'd have to share the.
Yeah, 100%.
Unless then everyone would know it'd be manufactured. They wouldn't let that happen unless it was manufactured. But it might be. I don't know.
Yeah, I think everything is. But then again, I think Kendrick feels. Now, granted, I'm a Kendrick fan. I'm a J. Cole fan. I like Drake. But in my personal opinion, and everything is subjective. It's art. Don't get me wrong.
Agreed.
J. Cole over Kendrick all day. I don't
think I've heard enough of J. Cole to know. Definitely all of them over Drake for me, but based on who I've heard the most, I think I prefer Kendrick, but I'm I don't listen to them enough to really have a definitive answer. But
well, I'm like that for a couple different reasons. You know, this might be controversial and stuff like that, but I feel like Kendrick the last couple years, of course, he hasn't been dropping a lot, but I feel like the last couple times he's been dropping, he's been more lazy with it. You know what I mean? He's not really going hard with it.
He's been going for a long time, right?
He's been going for a long time, yeah, but he went like 6 or 7, I don't know the number, but it's in between 6 and 8. So let's just say 7, I don't know. So he went like almost 9 years without dropping.
Oh,
anything.
really?
And then he drops a concept album that was really good. It was like a movie. It was a really good art piece. But nothing you would play on your car on a regular basis, which is one of the main contempt things. But I love that album. I really did. The Big Steppers, Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I love that album, but the only way to truly listen to that album is you have to listen to it from start to finish. It's a concept album. Yeah. And I love that. I'm an artist. I love that type of stuff.
A lot. And wait, you're talking about Kendrick?
Yeah, Kendrick. Yeah. So, but he dropped that. Well, he dropped that while in between making that, j.cole dropped KOD. J.cole dropped, what was the last album he did? Then he just dropped Might Delete Later. And like, bro, all these like are just jams on jams on jams on jams.
So you're saying he's taking digs at Kendrick for not working as hard as he is?
Yeah, pretty much in the diss, yeah.
That's kind of...
And because Kendrick is saying that Kendrick is the best. And J. Cole's like, how can you be the best when you don't work? You don't drop nothing, how you gonna say you're the best?
Oh, okay. So how long had he been working since he took a break though?
So he took a break, he dropped the album. Like there was 2 songs that came out, both with his cousin, and then this feature.
All right.
Well, so he did 3 verses in one album in like 10 years.
Oh, and then always says he's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of, yeah. I get
you know what I mean? And like, I love Kendrick. Don't not get me wrong. I'm not saying this. I'm saying, but personally, J. Cole's music has more meaningful intent to it, which leads.
He's a very like wordplay guy, right?
Yeah,
I think. I don't know.
Kendrick's more wordplay.
Kendrick is,
but J. Cole is more like thought provoking.
Okay.
And I like the thought provoking. So really, like I said, art is subjective. So if you like wordplay more than that, then you like Kendrick more. There's nothing wrong with that.
They're both on the same level of like influence and reaching, resonating with people.
All right, so there's that's the big controversy
measure.
Is who's better, J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar?
Right.
It's the big controversy. Kendrick Lamar won Grammys.
Okay.
Right. So if you just want to look at awards, Kendrick won.
Right.
However, J. Cole has better albums. Sorry, not sorry.
This is going back to what we were talking about with the Drake and the Taylor Swift conversation we were having.
Yeah.
This isn't you can't measure. There's no way to, because it's art. It's not
subjective.
It's not. You can't. Some people treat it like it's a sport where it's like, oh, this, LeBron is the best, but okay, you can literally look up his statistics, how many rebounds, how many hoops, how many whatever. The only thing you can look up objectively is number of streams, awards, whatever. And even then, it's all based off of people's opinions.
Yeah,
there's no
100%.
like measurements of
100%.
how good are you past the certain point of being successful. So it's all a stupid argument to me. But I appreciate the entertainment value and the feelings behind it that provoke the arguments.
And to like reiterate on this, like he could say to him, Kendrick's better, and I can say to me, J. Cole's better, and we'll both be right. Like
exactly.
You know what I mean?
I agree with that.
It's crazy, but so something happened yesterday.
Oh yeah, so what is this thing that happened?
J. Cole apologized to Kendrick Lamar after dropping the disc. Just after the song being out for 2 days.
Through a Instagram story or something?
He was on stage.
Oh, that's
and he's
meaningful.
look, this is all love. Say what you gotta say. I'm gonna take it on the chin. I'm not even gonna retaliate. Just takes the fun out of it. But so J. Cole, as we speak right now,
he wants to be in a boxing match.
Yeah, but as we speak right now, he's getting dragged. J.Cole is being dragged over the coals right now by fans.
By even his own fans?
Yeah, hell yeah. Absolutely.
For apologizing?
Yeah, because they
Oh,
want
wow.
war. They want bloodshed. They want
this
beef.
Is our society is still so tribal in that way.
Mhm.
I've been trying to make a difference, but I can't do shit because I'm one person, and everyone loves the drama. I also love drama, but only when I'm really interested in it.
Yeah. Yep. See?
I'm not as interested in it as you are in this particular case, but so I understand your.
Yep. Because I was just when I heard that, I was like, oh, finally. I want to see J. Cole battle somebody, because J. Cole's a battle rapper with all the gun bars he does, with how he spits, how he says, how he's eating all these rappers, and then you apologize. J. Cole, I'm a big fan.
So you're even.
Hell yeah!
That's
the fuck?
hilarious.
I'm gonna bring Cletus over to your show, goddammit.
So the only thing that how I can relate to this is when with Eminem and MGK. Because that one I was actually like interested in that because that was cool. I thought that was cool. I respected both sides, but I was on kind of the Eminem side where it's like I mean in my opinion Eminem is just a more skilled rapper than Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
Not that Machine Gun Kelly he's definitely great and everything, but then it's just so funny that after that happened and Kill Shot is just way more powerful than Rap Devil. The track, just the way that I perceive it. And then the fact that after that happened, MGK went into punk rock is just the funniest thing. But at the same time, they were Eminem like afterwards, he's like, yeah, we're cool, it's fine. That doesn't upset me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't need them to hate each other. I just like the art that came out of it.
100%.
But I guess if you're really involved,
I took a hard stance.
take a hard stance.
I took it. I retracted the statement. So at the time that Kill Shot came out and stuff like that.
Oh, and that, or you're talking, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, what about it?
So at the time, I was like, well, even though they weren't really good bars.
You don't think Kill Shot had good
Wait.
bars?
Hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
Even though they weren't really good bars, MGK had more of them directed towards them. So I was like,
Okay.
In terms of people going against Eminem, MGK did the best.
Oh,
In
okay.
terms of them going against Eminem, but it's a fucking Eminem.
Everyone that's tried to go after Eminem has been like Benzino keeps bringing up. He's like he's buried everywhere. It's just hilarious. But
everybody that goes against Eminem, they're gone, and like
he's got a lot of stands.
he does.
The stands are powerful.
I used to be a big stan of Eminem until I got jumped for liking white rap.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah.
We've talked about that before on this program.
Yeah, it's on one of the episodes. Go look back, you'll find it at some point. But yeah, so I took a hard stance saying MGK did better at the time.
That's funny.
But then after re-listening to it, I was like,
the whole
Kill Shot has more re-listenable value.
Your beard is weird. Like, that's the best you can come up with. Like, that's laughable to me in terms of rhyming. But okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't want to get into it.
Yeah, now I say Eminem won. But at the time, I said MGK won in the stance of like everybody that went against him.
Sure.
He did the best. But think about that though, like. It wasn't even that hard, but like, you know what I mean? Anyways.
Yeah, they're both talented musicians. It is what it is.
But it's all fun and entertainment at the end of the day. It's like a boxing match. It's why I want to see Kendrick Lamar and goddamn J. Cole go full 100% at each other, throwing shots after shots. I want to see names dropping.
You want a competition. You want like a sporting event.
Yeah, like when Drake went against Meek Mill. That was a great time.
I mean, I'm not familiar with that, but
oh, bro, it was wonderful. He was getting so if Meek Mill was on the 4th floor, right, Drake would get 1 floor below him and just bump the song back to back all night. Psychological warfare. It was great. Wild. It's wonderful, like stuff like that, and then back to back is such a great song. I'm waiting for more songs like that. It's like. I look at it like music is like technology at the end of the day, right? Technology only really advances during warfare.
Okay.
You see what I mean? So
Sure.
we didn't have plastic till World War II. We didn't have this,
what you're
microwaves and
saying.
blah, blah, blah. All these other things. But music is the same. Yeah. So when you're going to war, like for instance, when Elvis Presley
I like that.
came
That's a good
out,
analogy.
yeah, Elvis Presley was going to war for rock and roll music because it was only non-white people making it.
Right.
And most of the whites were racist at the time and saying, "Oh, well, that's the black music and stuff like
Right.
that." And Elvis Presley was like, "No, these are the people I fucking grew up with.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share the music that I grew up with, and this is the rock and roll stuff." Like he was in with legends of rock and roll before Elvis even had a name. So Elvis went to war for his art. And that's why we have rock and roll how we have rock and roll. Same thing with rap, man. They went
awesome.
to war for this stuff. So war is necessary for progress. We'll go to war at some point. I can't wait to verse you. But
Who are you gonna go to war with?
whoever sees this, who's ever looking through all my stuff trying to find dirt on me, I can't wait.
Anybody that thinks they have musical, vocal skills, challenge Rockstar Life is opening up the challenge door. Walk right through and see what happens. We'll get a nice media coverage. Excuse me, that I wasn't trying to make a coughing joke. I genuinely had something stuck in my throat. We'll make a whole thing. It'll be great production. Everyone will benefit from it. But
I'll
you
kill
will
you.
be killed by
I'll kill you.
Figuratively.
I'll kill
Musically.
you. Like, it doesn't matter. Any competition I eat. That's why I like community, because it's more peaceful and stuff like that. But I'm a competitive person by nature. Go against me, see what the fuck happens. So have fun. And even if this is viewed years down the line and you're looking for dirt on me, I see you. I know what's happening right now, and I'm calling it. Try. See what happens. See what happens when the bald man has to say something.
When
Anyways.
the bald man gets
The
the
boxing.
I remember. All right. Well, I didn't set a timer. I'm trying to see how long we've been going. 22 minutes. Well, if you're on this stream, if you're on the video, YouTube, check out this fine graphic design, tuned in. Your brain is exploding. Your face is melting because you're tuned in to the internet world, and this is what happens. But sometimes you got to be tuned in. It's a great show. You can get it at 56cents.store.
Again, it's 56cents.store.
There's the logo.
More this way. There you go. Right there.
And then there's a accompanying one which I think it's up there now. Tuned Out, which is you're in nature, you are disconnected from all the craziness, and it's a beautiful. You'll have to see. It's a beautiful third eye woman with flowery hair. It's cool.
Yep.
You should go check that out. Support your boys.
100%. Is this on there anymore? No, I think this is sold out on the website now,
Yeah,
right?
because it's a hassle. But
Yeah.
if you would like one, if somehow there's someone listening at this point that wants a shirt like that wants a shirt, you can hit us up and we can ship one to you.
Yep.
But,
it's just a little more because of the shipping hassles we have to go through. But here's that thing. So, yeah.
Mama
boom.
raised a rock star.
Mama raised a rock star. She ain't raised no bitch.
That was the original, the first
Concept.
Concept. That's
Yep.
the word of our.
We have
handmade.
concepts.
Handmade.
Yes.
These
and-
are print on demand, but
Mhm.
it gives better quality because we don't have a manufacturing.
Yep. Yeah. These are handmade. That's why they're $30 online.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, anything else, Marmy?
I think that's good for the Tesla podcast test. Of course, again,
podcast test.
thank you all for sticking around. If you're still listening, that's amazing. The next time I do a podcast in here, I will make sure I remember my fucking XLR cables so I can have actual microphones. Hopefully I've done a good job at RXing the AC out of these microphones, but we have to keep it on because it gets real hot up in here without
It's in Florida, baby. Also, fun facts about this setup right here. means you won't just be seeing this face anymore. You'll be seeing many more fun faces.
Going around town, interviewing whoever. And I gotta figure out, where'd that camera go? Yeah, I have the other camera, and this is just a test setup for recording. At some point, I gotta figure out the best place to put 2 cameras for close-up face shots. We'll figure it out. Maybe some temporary acoustic padding.
Oh my God,
I just
LED light strip.
Yes, I'm gonna
right
do
here.
that. I'm gonna do that for sure. Yeah, so that's it. That's all, folks. Thank you once again for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe, rate, review, whatever you do. Any last words?
56cents.store. Go get that
That's
right
right.
now. Also Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Actually, yes. Potentially Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, but at least 2 times a week.
At least 2 times a week. This man right here, submit your song. See what the community says.
Aye, aye, Captain. Peace and love.
SpongeBob
to
SquarePants.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Are you ready, Captain? Okay.
Fern, don't stick it in there.